This morning, Chuck's Big Adventure has taken us to a special place in Florida, full of rich history and charm.
There's something, though, for everyone. I know the stuff of legends, of course. I'm really excited about this.
Well, you know, the stuff of legends we're talking about has been around for centuries. St. Augustine, Florida, is the oldest city in the United States, but it's also a place where many go to feel young again. On the water's edge, a famed fortress, standing guard over America's oldest city that wasn't always American. Fuego!
So we're talking 250 years of initial Spanish claim. The British period is about 21 years. Then Spain comes back for another 37 years. And the U.S. finally gets it in 1821, which means we've only been a U.S. territory for about 200, and in July it'll be 202 years.
And how many soldiers actually wanted to stay here?
0. It was not a nice place to live.
Today, the Castillo de San Marcos is a very nice place to visit, and so is the rest of St. Augustine, a city that has the feel of an outdoor museum. It was the lure of youth that brought Ponce de Leon to Florida back in 1513. And fact or fantasy, the fabled fountain he discovered still flows its famous water to this day. So have you had people that honestly believe, when do I start feeling better? Or
well, I tell you, it's a little water and a lot of faith.
Yeah.
It's what, it's what they said back in the 30s and the 40s, it's a little water. That was back before there was nothing to see here except for this spring. We didn't have all the interpretive sites that we have today.
Now, 15 acres surround this mythical spring.
It's changed over the years.
Third-generation owner John Frazier says discoveries on this property have changed North Florida forever.
It truly became the place where the legend of Ponce de Leon, met the history of Pedro Menendez and the founding of St. Augustine. You could say that the water, essentially the myth, actually saved this place for history, real history.
For decades, people have flocked here to take a little sip and left with a big appreciation for how much St. Augustine has to offer.
Wow, this really was more than a drink of water. And they take a little bottle home with them,
Oh, that's good.
And you're welcome to bring your own. If you come in, you bring an empty bottle, you can fill up the bottle yourself. You don't have to buy one of mine. But if you forget yours, we'll help you out there.
A souvenir from America's oldest city that just might make you feel young again.
I'm a believer.
And obviously it did not work with me.
Stop.
However, I brought 2 bottles, one for Julia, one for Julia. Take a drink, let's see what happens. You look better already. And keep in mind, it's a little water, but a lot of faith.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Hey, we're saving the best for last. Forget Disney and Universal. We're taking you to the Villages tomorrow, and we're going to show you some acrobatic golf carts that you will never forget. That's coming up tomorrow in Chuck's Big Adventure.
Love it. How long ago did you drink this? So we'll know how long we have to wait until it's all set in.
3 weeks ago, and it hasn't taken yet.
It probably takes a month. That's all. Just give it some time.